Hi guys. I know this video probably looks a little bit odd, but I decided to turn up the gamma just a little bit because somebody complained it's so dark. Um, it's so dark, so I decided to turn up the gamma a little bit so you all can actually see my face. Are you sorry yet? I know I completely like shit, but since you all seem to want to see me, here I am. It's been a month because I had not, as of yet, till this point, gathered enough boring to deluge you with. So here I am. The boring is here. Be ready to fall asleep. Don't have popcorn or drinks or other sort of things that you can actually hurt yourself with while watching this vid. Either by laughing and choking or by falling asleep. And said refreshments. We are surviving. As you all probably know, I am getting another job because though this one is mildly groovy, it doesn't pay diddly shit. I mean, if I was on a pension, it might help, but it really just doesn't pay diddly shit. It certainly doesn't cover the bills. And then, of course, you know, as another downside, I have no access to net or anything really fun while I'm there. So, you know, two downsides. Anyway, both hubby and I are looking because we're trying to get the youngest into preschool. You would not believe what a pain in the ass that is. Though many of you have kids, you probably would. But we're trying to get him into school, so at least we have, you know, it'll only be like half day, I'm sure, but it'll give us just a little bit more leeway when it comes to us and, you know, one car doing the job thing. It probably won't get us much sleep, but it will give us a little bit more leeway. Because both of us are looking. Hubby is been waiting for the last 3 years for this to come along. The last time that he and I had a job, our schedules conflicted so badly. It was completely ridiculous. But he's looking forward to working again, and of course, I don't think I can't work. Otherwise, I'd go crazy. If it has to, it would come down to it. If it really has to, then I'll go without, but he better be making $15, $16 an hour for that to happen. Then I'd probably get a lot more writing done. I'd just be completely crazy by the time it was over. Maybe not, because then maybe I could actually find time for me. I know it's not funny, but sometimes I find that concept just completely hilarious. If you hear any strange tap, tap, tap in the background, it is because my the light above our sink in the kitchen has developed a leak. That leak comes from the air conditioner. This is the second apartment we've had in this complex that has a problem with the AC. Now, what makes this funny, in a completely non-funny way, we called 2 weeks ago about this. So they came out and they fixed the AC. They never bothered to check and find out what it is it's dripping. And of course, it drips so randomly at such odd intervals. Like I'll go for 3 or 4 days and then all of a sudden find myself stepping into a puddle when there's no difference between the temperature outside, the temperature inside. I mean, like literally we've been up there in the 90s for the past week and a half. But when our AC decides to drip is periodic. Either which way, gonna have him come out here and look again. Yes, I know it's so boring, isn't it? But yes, us looking for jobs, trying to get kiddo into preschool, AC's leaking. Oh, bills are covered. I probably mentioned that, but this is the third run for me, okay? Forgive me. Mr. J is going to be coming through again. He's going to be helping us out, and I told him that hopefully next month we'll be calling him to give him news, not calling to ask for cash flow. So for those of you who already had your hand on your wallet, take it off. Seriously, we've got it covered. Mr. J is always so good to us. And I told him that hopefully this would be the last time that he had to do this. And he's so sweet. He's like, well, I've had to do that before. And I'm like, really? I mean, I'm 34 years old. I should not be calling home and going, please help me. But he's always been kind to us. He's always been good to us. I'm just hoping that we can be in a position here very, very soon to take care of ourselves without having to do this. Because not only is it highly embarrassing and denting to my pride, I don't want to dent somebody else's bank account to cover my ass. But enough about that. On to more boring and completely irrelevant and yet non-fun stuff. I can't have soda anymore. Tori, I can already see you going, yes, I can't have soda anymore. I can have coffee, I can have tea, but alas, there is something in soda that I've discovered increasingly that I just can't have. We haven't really been buying that much Coca-Cola because it's summer and just really don't want it. It's more of a winter drink around this household, as strange as that sounds. But I've noticed the last couple times we have gotten it, just my stomach has complained about it. Well, I spent 16 to 17 hours in absolute, oh my god, this will never end type of pain. And I was at work for half of that. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It was horrible, and I really don't feel like dealing with that again. So, most likely, my beloved Dr. Peppers and Coca-Cola, it's all gonna go bye-bye. I'm not gonna be able to do that again anytime soon. But I've been being good, and I've been drinking. This is Crystal Light. I remember I used to make fun of people who drank Crystal Light. Well, it's the only way that I can freaking drink water, that I can actually get away with it. And supposedly it has like vitamins and stuff in there. I don't know. It flavors the daggone water so I can drink it. Because you can't put lemon all the time in water if you actually like having teeth and an esophagus and a stomach. So, one of the ladies at work gave me some Crystal Light, and I'm like, why not? Fuck it. And, you know, I need to drink more water anyway. So, I now am, like, trying out the various Crystal Lights, you know, so that I can just drink water. Which is very, very good for me. I'm being good. I'm also still taking the St. John's wort. Now, it says to take it 3 times a day, but some things out there don't cooperate with me as they should. So I've only been taking 1 a day to see how it's working. So far, I'm not noticing any difference. Hubby hasn't said he's noticed any difference. It'll probably take a while. I'm just waiting to see if there's any side effects, which achy stomach actually might be one of them. If it is, if it actually creates sensitive stomach, I'm probably going to have to stop. But I am also being good, and I'm going to be taking vitamins again. Now, here's what the kicker is. I can't take Centrum. I can't take Women's 1 a day. I can't take any of those. They usually have high metal contents that, for some reason, I can't take. At least not in the doses that they give it. So, I'm taking prenatals again. Don't laugh. I'm taking prenatal vitamins because they work so well through both kids, and what's even more hilarious and something that makes me really, really nervous is the fact that I started taking prenatals about a month before I got pregnant with Jaden. Now, I've had an Escher. There's no way I'm going to be having any more kids. But it's still kind of, you know, for the nervous making. It was almost like taking prenatals, body went, oh, right, that's what we're supposed to be doing then. And gave me another one. No. Better not happen again. But it's the only kind of vitamin I can take that doesn't just completely tear the shit out of me or make me wish that I could just lay down, curl up somewhere and die, or completely throw all my systems out of whack. So, I'm going to be taking vitamins again. Because from what I understand, it's good for me. Might actually help with stress levels. Other than that, everybody else in the damn household is as healthy as a friggin' horse, and why not? They've got me. Because I don't take enough time for me. I'm too busy taking time for everybody else. But I am going to be trying to take that time for me. I know I'm always saying that. This weekend I got hit with a whole ton of emails and comments and this, that, and the other, so you know, I always focus on that first. I have no idea why, but it's like, you know, my little OCD just can't handle leaving comments and emails unanswered. So I do have stuff that I need to transcribe. Unthinkable is installed. I know I was supposed to post something last week, but 11's got another little tidbit he wants to add in there, but he's hedging on me. So I'm just going to have to walk delicately around him and see if I can get him to just drop it out for me. I don't know, maybe change out his bow tie or something like that. Either way, I will be updating hopefully sometime soon. I will be taking time for me to have a hot bath or meditate on my navel. I don't know. What the hell are you supposed to do when you take time for you? Speaking of time, that lovely ability that I've had to juggle time kind of went bye-bye with this job. So I'm hoping with getting a new job that I will find that ability again, because then I might actually be able to make time for me when I can actually manage this fantastic thing called time. I still don't know what I'd do with time for me. Honestly, what am I supposed to do with it? I mean, read? I do that anyway. Knit? I don't know. What are women supposed to do with their time? Maybe you can answer me in comments. I'm going to go ahead and end this while we're running at 12 minutes. Fantastically boring. Hopefully it'll be another couple weeks before I bore you again. Till that time, take good care of you. Take good care of each other. And know that I love you.